Yeah, obviously I think kind of it was a really good year for our team. Obviously not the finish we wanted, and I had a good year myself, and obviously kind of had the summer of a lifetime, I guess you could say, and it was pretty special. But yeah, motivation, just kind of how the season ended last year and not being on the ice with the boys to kind of finish that series off was hard on me, and obviously that's a big motivation coming in this year.
And for you, hopping right into the WHL your rookie year, and the Cougars having the most success they've had in their history, how do you how do you keep working hard, understanding that you haven't had really a bad year with them yet? How do you keep pushing past the next series this year?
Yeah, I think obviously you kind of gotta look at everything that's happened last year and take kind of the lessons we learned there. And obviously we had our ups and downs throughout the season and a couple of bad stretches, and obviously playoff time's a whole new ball game. So just kind of taking in everything we learned last year and applying it to this year.
And with having some of the veterans moving on this year and having new guys come in, how big of a leadership role are you expecting yourself and the team expecting you to take this season?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm definitely a leadership guy when it comes to the on-ice stuff. I kind of a guy who competes hard and kind of sacrifices my body that way. Not the loudest guy in the room, I would say. So I'm just kind of take leadership role on the ice, and yeah, just kind of try to lead by example.
And knowing the summer that you had, obviously getting drafted to the NHL in the first round, how does that also motivate you, knowing that you're working for an NHL job now?
Yeah, it's obviously a pretty special opportunity. I mean, heading there for camp here soon, so just trying to prepare myself here and work as hard as I can here. And obviously there's younger kids here who are doing the same thing as I'll be doing when I go there. So yeah, just trying to take it day by day and just work at it.
And then last one for you, just a message to the fans to keep the excitement going for the start of the season and another massive year.
Yeah, we're obviously, our whole group super excited after kind of what we saw there at the playoff run and how the fans came and the whole city really rallied and supported us. So we're really excited to get going, and hopefully a lot of fans will come out this year.
Perfect. Thanks so much. Have you got anything else to add?
Oh, yeah.
All right, awesome. Thanks so much, Terik.
Yeah, thank you.
I got a couple for you. Just to see everyone back at camp, it seems like a really mature group. You know, you look at last year and, you know, learning how to win, but now it just seems like there's a bit of a swagger, you know, among everyone coming back to camp.
Yeah, I think last year was kind of the first deep playoff run Prince George has been in a long time, and kind of the first for our group, and everyone was super pumped about that. And obviously coming into this year, we want to win again, and we all kind of have the confidence to know we're at that level where we can win. So obviously great to see everybody back here, and we're all really confident for the season.
And it seems like your group recognizes how hard it is to win, right? It doesn't happen overnight. I know Mark was talking about that yesterday at the presentation. It doesn't happen overnight. You really have to earn it, and it seems like, you know, this is obviously a big regular season, and it just seems like your group recognizes that.
Yeah, we're all aware of what it takes now to win. I think we had a pretty young and old team last year, lots of young guys who was their first year in the league. So for us, we learned a lot about what it really takes come playoff time, and kind of those older guys that are still here kind of learned what a deep run's like too. So it was a learning experience last year, and this year we're ready to win.
I know you mentioned it a little bit, but, you know, a bit of a leadership role now, right? The tide's kind of switched for yourself. I know coming in here as a rookie and now the 17th overall pick in the NHL draft, big leadership role for your group. But it's probably going to be nice to kind of have that type of role here, especially at a camp like this.
Yeah, it's kind of a whole different way I see things this year. I think last year was coming in fighting for my own job here, so to kind of have a more of a set in stone position here, and knowing what my season is to kind of expect here and what kind of role I'll have, it'll be easier to kind of be a role model to some of the younger guys at camp and kind of push them through the camp, and obviously throughout the season hopefully have a good leadership role.
Last one for me. You know, you look at this camp, and, you know, Mark talked about it yesterday also, like different surprises that we've seen. I know you think of guys like Chase Wheatcroft, I guess you could say yourself, Josh Ravensburg, and like there's so many guys that have really had good camps that really kind of star-shooted their Cougars career. So that is another great part about the camp.
Yeah, it's a lot of excitement. I mean, you kind of come into camp, everyone's in the same spot. I mean, got a lot of young guys who really can't make the team, but for those guys who can make the team, you never really know what's going to happen. You could have kind of the weekend of your life and have a really good showing, and you never know what will happen after that. So it's a super exciting weekend to just kind of sit around and watch.